This is going to be a video about finding your path and purpose in life. I don't know personally what it is that you want to do. I don't know. And maybe right now in life, you don't know what you want to do, but you know you got to do something. You know, you're tired of living a rat race. You're tired of the same old 9-to-5 dead-end job with a boss that you hate. You're tired of not being free and being able to make your own decisions. And fortunately for me, I'm a guy that over the last 7 years had the opportunity to travel the world, to share with people, help people, make a difference, and make lots of money doing it. And that's just really the beautiful trifecta that everybody wishes for. So I want to talk to you about finding your path and your purpose, even if you don't know what it is right now and you know that you're just not satisfied with your life. The common misconception, even I don't know you, I believe that most people in the world are waiting for the perfect plan, like this imaginary perfect situation that's going to come up, this body of knowledge that they have, this perfect situation, the way that they have the perfect plan in place before they start. And that's the problem because, listen, I'm a perfectionist as well. I like things to be exactly how I can imagine them to be the best of their ability, but nothing is perfect, especially when it comes to starting a passion and just getting the ball rolling. If you wait to have your perfect plan and know exactly what you're going to do and how you're going to do it, the problem is you end up just being frozen and isolated, and you don't take any action. You just sit there waiting, procrastinating, hoping that things in life will change and get better and that you'll know when to take action, but you don't. And the truth is that, like, God struck moment never happens. The moment where, like, the clouds part, huzzah, and, like, God speaks to you and he says, this is the perfect plan, and he drops it in your life. That moment never happens. When you're sitting in the shower, you just go, eureka, I got it, and you, like, invent the iPhone. That doesn't happen. So if you're waiting to pursue your passion or figure out what your purpose is and take some action, first of all, stop procrastinating. And then secondly, stop waiting for the perfect time and opportunity. And you know, what ends up happening is you stay stuck, right? Like, imagine you're not doing anything about it to change your life, so you stay stuck and you're not taking any momentum. You're literally just stuck in frozen momentum. You're stuck in not action taking. So things in your life cannot change for you because you're stuck in not action taking. When you're waiting for the perfect plan, you're waiting for the perfect thing to do to be a coach or consultant, you don't know, right? So you're just stuck there waiting. And you know, while you're sitting there thinking, you might have all these ideas that might feel like you're making progress, but you're not. Life is not changing for you in that moment. You're sitting there waiting for that aha moment to come, that perfect time to come, that beautiful, perfect situation to come, for, like I said before, the clouds to open up and present the pathway to you and say, yes, you will be a nutritionist or a life coach, or you will be an architect, or you will be a surgeon. And that moment doesn't really come. And I want to share with you also, like, some of my personal story about how things developed in my life and how I came to where I am, so you can get an idea of how it could be for you. And this is also what I've seen work for other people in their lives that I know to have been successful, how it usually unfolds for them. So first of all, I never thought that I was going to be a coach of any kind. I never thought I was going to be a dating coach, okay? I did that for many, many years now, 7 years. That was not my intention. At first, I thought I was either going to be some sort of philosopher, because I love philosophy. Yeah, good luck finding a job or career with that. Maybe it's possible, but I didn't see the avenues at the time. And the other thing I really loved is music. I was a music producer. I produced for artists around Canada and the US. I did some stuff for like Royce 5'9" and other artists on Universal Records. And I thought that was my thing because it gave me the opportunity to really engage with people. And what I learned is that I loved engaging with people. I loved affecting their moods. And then I also loved making a difference in their lives. And that's what I kind of loved about music. But there's no way that if you told me 10 years ago that my passion for music would eventually lead me to here now coaching other coaches, there's no way I would have saw that progression happen. You can't plan out what it is that you're going to do with your passions. So really what happens is you see an opportunity, maybe a little doorway in front of you, and you're bold enough to take that opportunity that's in front of you, and then the next thing unfolds. But the way that passions work and purpose works is not that you do one whole thing your entire life. So get that out of your mind. You're not doing one complete passion your entire life, or that one area of passion your whole life. It evolves. You might start working in a hospital, and then all of a sudden you say, yeah, the hospitals are great, but then I like to work directly more with children. You might shift to children, and then maybe you change to how drugs are dealt. You might change the way you execute that passion, but you can't premeditate it in advance. Basically, every step of the way is going to open itself up to you as you go along. And as you take that next step, you don't even know it's there yet. You're like, oh shit, what am I going to do? I don't know what's going to happen. You take it, and then boom, you have your good footing. And you're like, all right, next step. I don't know what I'm going to do. How's this going to work out? I'm not sure. I think I'm going to try this thing. Let's see how it goes. Take the next step. You're hesitant. Boom, you take it, and then it's good solid ground as well. So that's the way that it really unfolds for you in life. So what I want to introduce you to here is something called a positive feedback loop. And that means that you don't usually get stuck in the habit of being passionate about things that you hate. That doesn't usually happen, You try something 100 times, it doesn't work out, you don't usually become passionate about it. What happens is you become passionate about something when you try it and you get a little bit of success. You try it again, it seems to work. You try it again, maybe you fail at it then, but then you try it again, get some positive feedback, and you're like, yeah, I can keep doing this. I can keep doing this thing. For me with coaching, I know it was the first boot camp I did, and then it was like maybe a second program, and third one maybe didn't go so well, and then the fourth one I learned from that other one, and I got better, and the reviews got better, and the feedback got better, and I got more and more students, and I was like, wow, maybe I can do this. So the most important thing for you to do is take those opportunities when they're in front of you and take that action, because without it, you never develop that positive feedback loop that makes you keep going anyways, and you're going to need to build that muscle to keep going. And then I would even say that passion that you have for yourself, it grows. You become even more passionate because you're passionate because of what you've done for yourself, you're now doing for others. You're able to share that passion with other people, and you're making a difference in their lives. And then those people that you encourage, maybe they become coaches or consultants, they then go and they change other people's lives. And it's this beautiful ripple effect where you went after your passion, what motivated you, and then you encourage others to do it, and that makes you happy to see where they take their life and all the success that they get from it as well. I'd also like to mention, it's kind of funny to say this to me, looking back in hindsight, but I am also passionate about things that I didn't know that I was going to be passionate about. So for example, when I first started this, I was just like, let me just coach. And that worked out for a while, but then I had to look at like charts and numbers and appointment settings and goals and signups. And I had to learn operations, and I had to learn marketing, and I had to learn selling from the stage, and I had to learn public speaking skills. And these things excited me. And I was like, oh wow, I'm learning more. And I didn't know I would even love that stuff, but I found more stuff along the journey that I eventually became in love with and I was passionate about. And then also it's even things like team building, the ability to build a team. A lot of people don't know how to do that. I learned that on the path. I didn't know how to build a team before. I had managed people in corporate environments, but I didn't know how to work with a remote team all around the world, as I have like graphic designers and editors and assistants all over. I didn't know how to do that and how to keep those relationships going. So I learned the skill of team building. I learned the skill of putting myself out there and attracting students. I learned all those skills, and I'm so happy that I did, because if I didn't take those first steps, none of those things would have came to me, and I would not have known that I appreciated those as well. I would say this is literally the best time of a human being to be alive. You might not feel like it, but you are so lucky. You even have the opportunity to sit here and wonder about what your passion is. People before just had to like get on a ship and go somewhere and discover a new land, or work in a forest or work on a fishing boat. But like, we have cell phones, we have cameras, we have the internet, we have technology, we have skyscrapers, we have books that are for free in libraries, we have Google, we have so many things that are available to us and that allow us to reach out and touch other people that we sometimes take it for granted how beautiful these things are. So if there ever was a chance for you to pursue your passion, figure out what your passion is, find what you want to do in life, this is it right now. Opportunities like this really don't come very often in life. They come very rarely. So when the opportunity comes and it's available to you, you have to take it, because who knows when next one's going to be, right? Who knows when the next opportunity to pursue your passion is going to happen. And then you get stuck back into that inaction taking mode rather than somebody like invest into themselves. And if you take action on it, what happens is you pursue what you're passionate about, or what you could be passionate about. You get the reward of being 1% better. Not than yesterday, but 1% better than last week when you were doing nothing. You get 1% better than when you were not taking action. You get 1% better because you get one additional client or person you consult for. You get 1% better because you figure out what's the path that's laid in front of you. You get 1% better at your skill. You get 1% better at building an audience. You get 1% better at understanding what team building. You get 1% better at finance. And you will always get 1% better. You're not going to get worse. It's impossible for you to get worse at a skill than when you originally started. You know what I mean? You're going to be better off than when you've ever started. So this is what's so important. And when I think about following a passion or starting a new business or a new career, the world is designed to tell you not to do it. Your friends, maybe you want you just to drink beer with them all the time and play StarCraft, or was it Minecraft now these days? And that's what they want you to do, and they want you to feel great about that. And they want you to really progress and be better than them, because then they got to live up to that standard. Your mom loves you. She loves you. Yeah, your dad loves you. Okay. But they want you to be their little boy or the little girl forever. They don't want you to, be making your own choices and telling them what to do in life, right? Your boss certainly doesn't want you to leave the job that you do very well, and he has to find somebody else less adequate than you to fulfill it. The world is not designed for you to be on your side. The world is trying to be against you. That's the enemy, So on one hand, you have all these opportunities to do stuff, but the world is constantly trying to pull you down. So you got to take the chances that you have, the opportunities that you have to do something about it. So maybe you are somebody that's watching this video so far, and you have a passion, and you kind of know what it is. You figured it out a little bit, but you don't really know how to monetize that passion yet that you have. You have a skill, but you're like, how can I monetize it? Well, we actually have a program for that, okay? And that program is called Influence Mastery. It's great for coaches, it's great for consultants, and it helps them to hone their skills, develop an audience, get better at coaching, find out what their message is, retain clients once they have those clients and their students, and grow their network. And build a course if you don't know how to do that. So that's all in my Influence Mastery for Coaches program. We'll put a link for it down below somewhere, like in the description, so you can check that out. So that's for somebody who already maybe knows what they want to do. They're clear on it, just don't know how to monetize it. If you're somebody who's like, I have no idea what I want to do at all, I'm basically blindfolded here, and I'm not sure what my top skills are. I think I'm really good at maybe coaching, or I think I'm really good at public speaking, or I'm really good at graphic design, or I'm really good at, you want to start an agency of some kind, but you're not really sure what you should do. Then in that case, what I would encourage you to do is hop on the phone with me and my team to do a very quick call. It's a 30-minute evaluation call to help you figure that out and get clarity on what your passion and your purpose is. Because once you have that, then you can start to make some money. There's this line by the rapper Nas who says, if you show me a man or a woman with a skill, I can show them how to make a mill. And I really believe that. I think anybody can get paid $1 million in coaching. That's not a hard thing to make. It's not hard at all. It might take you 6 months to make it. It might take you a year to make it, a year and a half, but you can do it. It's a very, very reasonable number, right? People out there are making 30 times that. But if you give yourself a realistic goal of $1 million, you could absolutely do it. So click the other link. fill out a brief questionnaire about yourself and your life and what you're up to right now. Hop on the phone with me and my team. We'll walk you through it. We'll chat to you, find out what your passions are, what you could possibly be good at, and give you some ideas, all right? And if you don't even know what your talent is, you don't have to be an expert at something. This is the idea that stops people is they say, I have to be an expert level person at a skill. But you don't have to be expert level. You just got to be a little bit further along in the journey or the process than someone that you're teaching. Like if you're further along, you've solved some things that might hold people back, and you've achieved something for yourself, you've overcome an obstacle of any kind in your life, then you are in a position to help somebody else also overcome that obstacle that held you back, and you got over it because you're saving them time and you're saving them money, all right? So that's why it's so important to get on the call with me and my team and check that out. Most of the people that I work with, I personally one-on-one have trained about 20 to 30 coaches in the world. My team and together with us, we've trained a lot more people. We trained tens of thousands of people across the globe.
I've been out here being coached by this man directly for the last 5 days, seeing where am I messing up? What are these BS thoughts that are going on in my own mind? I need somebody else to be able to look at my life and say, okay, you think this, you're justifying this is BS. I would have never been able to get there. And this is my mentor.
Now, this is a guy who's been delivering absolutely top-notch self-development content over the last couple of years. He's a guy I continue to learn from. So check out his profile. I'm going to link it right here. Check him out.
And a lot of people that I train go on to make 4 to 5 figures in income a month. And if that's what you want, that's great. If you want more, you can do that too. But a lot of them are satisfied at 4 to 5, right? So we can set that as a realistic expectation for yourself. So if you watched so far, listen, don't be a lazy bum. Here's an opportunity for you. You said you were going to do something in your life. Grab life by the balls. Take action. Don't just waste my time here pouring out love to you and then you do nothing with it. All right, I don't want to fall on deaf ears. Don't waste your own life another second. Go click the link. I want to talk to you right now. I look forward to seeing with you, working with you, and taking you by the hand to better and brighter days. Click that link.